Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. This is Hunter here, and man, we are gonna talk about this. We are talking about the first trailer for Power Rangers that comes out next this March. Pardon me. Uh, so I believe we've talked about this on a broadcast or two. Uh, I'm I'm excited that they're at least looking at this property, uh, looking to maybe make into a franchise. The only thing that really worries me is this looks like the Breakfast, not the Breakfast Club. This looks like a bad version of Breakfast Club. This looks like a really bad version of Chronicle. It is what this looks like, and it almost reminds me of that first Fantastic Four trailer, where this is a property that is so goofy, and while you can't take it seriously, you need to make sure you're having fun with this. I don't think they're gonna have fun with this, and I think the movie's gonna suffer severely for it. So I'm worried about this. There are a couple things that I do appreciate about this trailer. So R.J. Seiler, who of course was Earl and Me, Earl and the Dying Girl, and of course if you watch Vice Principals, which you should be, he's the main principal's son, or one of the sons on there. I think he's hilarious, and this trailer, the one thing that I picked out that I thought was pretty interesting is that it looks like they're playing up something I've thought since I went back and watched Power Rangers, is that Billy's autistic. Yeah, he's the black guy, but he's not playing Zach. Lame. He's playing Billy, but it looks like they're playing off the fact that he's autistic. If you go back and watch the trailer, just the way he's organizing his pencils was one of those things I went, oh, okay, that's interesting. So I'm excited for that. The guy who's playing Jason, I feel like he's a goner. Darcy Montgomery. Uh, does anyone else want to bet that he's gonna die so Tommy can step on in? But uh, I mean, he looks like the average jock, and hey, who knows? Maybe he's great. But there are a couple things that outside of just Billy, that I'm intrigued by. It's interesting that it looks like they're having the civilian powers, like they're not just power like they are in the suit. So it looks like they're taking that from Dino Thunder. Yes, I am a Power Ranger nerd. So I'm curious about how they're going to work that in. No shots of Zordon, which is depressing. It looks like they're immediately jumping into the Kimberly Jason storyline. As far as them being romantically linked, they are not being subtle on that apparently. So I'm interested also in Rita Repulsa, not who's playing her. I think Elizabeth Banks was a horrid choice. Whoever decided that that should be a thing should probably lose their job. But the line she drops where she says, "I've killed Rangers before," as in plural, that makes me go, "Oh, okay." So this new team they're putting together isn't the first team. So I'm curious about that, if they're going to expand the mythos by kind of delving into that. And then the other thing that really caught my attention is, if you notice, about halfway through the trailer, they show some kids who have spray painted on Trini's locker. It looks like a "Die Ugly Loser, no one will care," and then Rita telling Trini that she's gonna die. I like the escalation. It seems like she's going after her because she's the quote weak link unquote. So I find that very interesting. And then the last thing I'll say is, it is very interesting that when it looks like they're discovering the power coins, the cops are immediately trying to show up. So maybe there's a mythos to the town. Maybe they know that there shouldn't be anyone near that area. Maybe it's a site they're just trying to protect. That could be its own thing. And last but not least, not Pam, Roy from The Office is playing Jason's dad, and that in itself is kind of funny. So I want this to be good. I really do. Bryan Cranston is playing Zordon, and Bill Hader's voicing Alpha 5. So, I mean, hey, that should be awesome. But to say I'm excited for this, I'll say I am cautiously optimistic. I hope this is good. I pray this is good. It would be nice to actually have a good Power Ranger movie again. So, who knows? Hopefully they play higher ground like they did in the first Power Ranger movie. But I am nervous for this. So this comes out in March. I believe it's March. When does it actually come out in March? I believe it's March, like mid-March, March 24th. It comes out. So, we will have one. We'll have a review up that weekend. I'm worried about this, and also them not showing the morphing. I mean, they show it at the very end, but this was one of those trailers I felt like they should have went all out and shown some stuff that makes you go, oh my gosh, this is gonna be awesome. Nothing about this really jumped out that made me go, oh, I need to be there opening day. So hopefully this is good. We'll see what happens moving forward. But guys, what's your favorite Power Ranger memory? I think mine would be when Lord Zed actually showed up, because as a kid, that just blew my mind. Like, oh my god, there's someone more evil than Rita out there. And Green with Evil is still one of my favorite things I've ever seen as a kid. That blew my mind over that week. But guys, let us know what you think of the new trailer. You can follow us here on SoundCloud at The Real Pineapple 775. You can like us on Facebook at The Real Pineapple. Follow yours truly on the Twitter at JHunterRealPineapple, and follow Mr. Colin O'Neill and Scott Neerman on Twitter at The Real O'Neill. That's REEL, and Neerman the First, respectively. Guys, thank you so much. We'll have reviews up this week for Luke Cage Season 1, along with Allied and Moana. Thank you so much, guys. We will talk to you soon.